Hey everybody, welcome to the Sky Lounge. This is Cruise Peruse, episode number 117. Boys and girls, I am adorned in all Adidas gear, wearing mostly red because I don't have red pants. Not brave enough, not confident enough to pull that look off. But what I am semi-confident in is Arsenal. And they're going to be facing Tottenham today, North London derby. Huge deal. But before we get to that, other Premier League actions did happen yesterday after the United draw against Southampton. Chelsea blew a 2-0 lead at home, which is hilarious, and loses to Sheffield. I believe West Ham United, they beat Norwich. Norwich couldn't score, which is crazy because Pookie has been on fire. Manchester City, surprise, surprise, wins 4-0. Liverpool won 3-0 in the later morning fixture. Jesus Christ, I don't even fucking know who else. I really don't fucking know who else played yesterday. Jesus Christ, who else did play yesterday? I think Leicester won their fixture, right? Sometimes, kids, brain doesn't help early in the morning. But, hey, kudos to those clubs. Figured it out. They figured, all right, man, we gotta get at it. We gotta get at this result when we can. And seriously, I've been saying this since match day 2 or match day 3. Man, Sheffield United, way to come out of nowhere and just really be impressive. Just, obviously initially in the season, but hey, long may it continue. Long may it continue and ruin teams like Chelsea. Who, fuck Chelsea. All right, that's all I'm saying, okay? You kids, you damn kids! You don't know what I suffered through with those goddamn Chelsea fans. Seriously, Chelsea fans. Ugh. I mean, granted, every sect of football fans can be extremely annoying. Of course they can. That's part of football, baby. It really is. You make stupid-ass internet arguments, think you're right, think you're shit, but you're not. Like, you're not, right? But boys and girls, of course. I made the Premier League sound like such a fucking dull side note. Where, in fact, it was actually pretty good. Like, most of those matches yesterday on NBCSN, and then subsequently with the main match with Liverpool and Burnley, man, those are all really solid big matches, and for the big six, at least. But I really don't know what to make heads and tails out of, mainly because it's the last week before international break, and so this week I feel is one of those things, where we look back maybe 2-3 weeks from now. Was that the week where momentum, died for a certain team? Can we trace it back to that? A lot of times we can. And I gotta tell you, man, Chelsea. And I know all the fucking fanboys are gonna get on my ass about this shit, but at the same time, man, Chelsea it's an experimental route. And you guys, I feel, are going to be there for the entire season. At least for the most and good chunk of the season. I feel Chelsea is going to be that youth mixing team that has to figure itself out because of its limitations and restrictions. Again, a transfer embargo, because the way they fucked themselves over the past few years. Hilarious as a neutral fan, but if you're a Chelsea fan, of course, it must be devastating. I mean, I won't feel for you at all. Like, why? Why the fuck would I? You have to have some empathy. No, not really. Because as much as I try to compliment or praise other teams, their fans are, like, most fans are so cantankerous and so fucking self-important, such self-important cunts that, once they do that, it's like, I don't give a fuck about you. Fuck you. That's most fans. Not, even me. I do that sometimes. Shit. And I felt that yesterday. Saturday, we're only a few days away from NFL. I was already excited. I was already having a good day, good time. You know, watching Premier League action like a jackass in the weekend. And yes, because the whole roster finalization has to be made on Saturday, I was already thinking, all right, man, if anything crazy happens today, it's going to happen today. Sure enough, right before I slept, actually, no, right when I woke up, funny enough, it was around 4 or 5 a.m. when I woke up. Yeah, I woke up that fucking early yesterday. Yeah, when I woke up at 4 a.m., I was already having this thing on Twitter. And I'm gonna take you through the story here with me, boys and girls. So I go on Twitter, like the prototypical millennial in the morning, just checking his usual bullshit. And I see offensive lineman Dwayne Brown of the Seattle Seahawks posting a picture of him and JADEVEON CLOWNEY hugging each other from the field when he was in the Texans. And it's the fucking eye emojis. Alright, in my head, I'm already thinking, oh my god, we're probably gonna get JADEVEON CLOWNEY. We're probably gonna get JADEVEON CLOWNEY. And it was hours later, but guys like Ian Rappaport, Adam Schefter, all these guys started reporting, different things in terms of trade. And initially, what really worried me was one of the trade rumors was, all right, Seattle's thinking about giving up running backs because obviously the Texans are going to have a bit of a depth issue in the running back department. Obviously, Lamar Miller's ACL injury is huge, and so we'll actually touch up on that later after the trade happened. But I was already worried we're probably going to miss some key figures in the Seahawks lineup. And another report came out. Because at this point, when multiple reports are flooding on what the trade stipulation was, this was like the fucking calm before. It was really the fucking... I don't really know how to express it. Was it really like the fucking assault rifle of news? It might as well have been. It really might as well have been. I mean, holy fucking shit. I was blown away. I was absolutely blown away because I thought, oh my god, we're getting 1,000 views per minute, and I don't know what the fuck is what. And the one trade scenario that legitimately terrified me was Justin Britt, Jermaine Ifedi, a second-round pick. I believe it was a third-round pick still. I'm sorry. It's a third-round pick for 2020 for JADEVEON CLOWNEY. Now, the only reason why I didn't care for that was Justin Britt was our bread-and-butter center. And I didn't want that trade to happen, and I'm just thinking in my head, like, oh, shit, if we weaken this O-line, which we've seen strengthen because of its, core, essentially. Yes, we lost Sweezy, but essentially that core of Fluker, Dwayne Brown, Ifedi, Britt helped out immensely last season, right? And so that rumor got nixed. And then sure enough, a couple minutes later, boys and girls, official reports come out. The Seattle Seahawks trade not even Jermaine Ifedi, my gosh. Markevius Mingo. Martin. Dude, I don't even know his first name. Like, I apologize, Martin, but I really don't even know. I fucking forget your goddamn first name. Alright. Not saying he's irrelevant. Ironically speaking, Mingo is kind of the irrelevant one in terms of that. But Martin and Mingo and a third-round pick for JADEVEON CLOWNEY. And there is also a stipulation in there that says if JADEVEON CLOWNEY, who is on his last year of his contract, if he does not re-sign with the Seahawks, we still get a third-round compensatory pick from the Texans. So this is such a low-risk move for the Seattle Seahawks. It's astounding that we were able to even pull this shit off. I consider this shit highway robbery. It really was. It was unbelievable when I was watching this shit, happen on Twitter, like via real time almost. All these reporters, journalists saying all this crazy shit. And yeah, initially as a Seahawks fan, I'm already thinking, oh my gosh, if by week seven, this team is going to be one of the most dangerous teams in the NFL. Granted, I still worry about our secondary. I do. I don't think it's all that great. I think it could still use a lot of work. But JADEVEON Clowney is a Seattle Seahawks. Holy fucking shit. I was flipping out. I know how good JADEVEON is, and I know people. I already read all the fucking internet nerds arguing about this shit early in the morning. Yeah, he's not good enough. He's not a pass rusher. He's not gonna fit in Carroll's system. Dude, you don't fucking know that. He's playing on 3-4, and he's playing in fucking he's playing in Houston. They've been bang average or terrible for years. Years. You know what the Houston team is known for? Losing an insane deficit in the playoffs to Buffalo in the 90s. That's what that fucking team is known for. J.G. Watt, yeah, sure, man. Holy fuck. You know why they got JADEVEON Clowney in the first place? Because they were sucking a lot of shit. Alright? Fucking Texans, man. Like, I feel bad for the fans, I do. But simultaneous, a lot of you fans are fucking idiots. So I don't really defend you guys simultaneously. Like, it's a weird thing. It's a weird thing. But for the Texans, I mean, Jesus Christ. You don't have a GM. You really don't even have a GM at this point. You let your head coach do this trade. And wow, I don't know if, you know, Bill O'Brien knows something that we don't. Like, is JADEVEON Clowney going to implode in like a year or so? I don't fucking know. But Martin Mingo and a third for JADEVEON Clowney? We gave him essentially one guy who might pop maybe in a year or so, and another guy who we're going to cut because of cap issues. So you're fucking telling me right now, right? You're telling me right fucking now that that's all we had to give up at a third round pick? Yeah, third round pick is high. Absolutely. I value assets over in the NFL because, you know, it's just as recently as this draft where the Seattle Seahawks, John Schneider and Pete Carroll, were able to flip essentially Frank Clark and 2 picks for 11 players, and eventually signing Ziggy Ansah, and eventually now with their assets and asset management, you got JADEVEON Clowney. Like, goddamn, that's a win. That's a win for me. And again, yeah, there is that risk. There is that risk of, hey, what if he doesn't sign? Third round compensatory pick, man. And you know, those of you who are watching, you might be asking, oh, is that good? We got our quarterback there at third round comp pick, so yeah, you tell me, man. Like, let's say that the Seahawks actually flub this. Okay, let's say the Seahawks, you know, hypothetically, like all the little fuckboy haters are saying, oh, we're gonna be terrible, right? You know, let's say we get to the wild cards hypothetically, and we got dick punched out of there. JADEVEON doesn't sign with us, we still get a third round compensatory pick. And yeah, we lose a Pro Bowl caliber, unbelievable edge rusher in JADEVEON Clowney if that happens, but simultaneously, like, this is part of the business of sports. Especially within the NFL with the cap structure and all that shit. And isn't the player collective bargaining agreement supposed to be changed sometime next season? I don't know. I don't fucking know right now. I wish I did, but I don't. But, you know, all that shit comes out, and the Seahawks, of course, finalize their roster, which is curious because now we only got one quarterback. I thought Geno Smith was going to make it, but cuts down the roster, and, you know, excited 12s all around. And you also look on the other side where you see the Texans. All right, Texans, I got to level with you. How the fuck is Laramie Tunsil and Kenny Stills worth a shit ton of first-round picks? I really don't understand what the fuck the Texans are thinking with Bill O'Brien managing their assets right now. I really don't understand what the fucking thought process is here, because he is devaluing a lot of commodity that he should be valuing, and he's overvaluing commodities that are goddamn useless. I don't know, man. Call me crazy, but it's really not. To me, Bill O'Brien just looks like a coach who's just trying to shrink shit together. And I don't know if that shit's going to work. I really don't. Will it for a couple of weeks in that weak-ass AFC North? Probably. However, once you get to, like, what, week 7, week 8, you know, shit's only going to get harder. And so I'm only curious as to, you know, if the Texans, with their really poor asset management, if they're able to, you know, get any kind of result in that division. Because, yeah, Larry McTunstles is awesome. He is. He's solid. He really is. But really, if you didn't get finessed so fucking hard by the Seahawks, you could have demanded at least an O-lineman from us. I think if you took Jermaine Ifedi, I don't think anybody would have faulted you. Nobody really would have. But, oh God, some jackass. Yeah, just fucking, why don't you park somewhere else then, dick? Nope. Fuck. Well. Yeah, my usual entrance is blocked. So, we gotta find another area. Actually, I'm gonna go ahead. Take a bit of the long way. Take the scenic route. Holy fuck. My goddamn throat is so dry. I actually didn't plan for this episode to go this long. Existential. No, it's not existential. It's fucking fourth wall breaking. Oh my god. See, this is what happens when it's really early in the morning and I haven't really hydrated myself with water. I'm kind of just all over the place. Not on the road, though. You gotta be on one side of the lane. But yeah, for the Texans, I'm just curious as to, you know, what their goal is this season. Like, what are you actually gonna do? Are you gonna try to win that division? Like, that division seems like a shithole. Like, I don't know who the fuck is gonna come out of that division. You got the Jacksonville Jaguars, who I feel like they're gonna implode at one point with Jalen Ramsey's whole cantankerous bullshit. But on the other hand, you have the Titans, who, yeah, they could grab a result or two, but, like, they're so fucking mediocre. Like, what the fuck? Like, what am I supposed to do with the fucking Titans? Like, compliment them on their, what, 10-6 or 9-7 seasons, and you somehow managed to pull out miracles here and there? Like, what the fuck? I don't know, man. And then you got the Colts, who, oh, good God. I don't think the Colts are going to be that bad, okay? To be fair, the Colts are going to be terrible, but the Colts, however, are going to look mortal. Okay, they're going to look fucking mortal because, yeah, you don't have Andrew Luck anymore. Okay, you fucked him up. You got him all fucked up, man. All right, so you don't have him anymore. So what are you going to do? You got Jacoby Brissett, and with Brissett, now you got to figure out what's the new deal. What's the next thing you got to do? Right? Oh, shit. You know, I'm trying to figure and crawl my way through here. But, yeah, that AFC South is going to be a fucking mess. And to me, with the JADEVEON CLOWNEY signing, I think the Seahawks are going to win the NFC West. I think the Rams fall back. I don't think the 49ers going to meet with all the hype that the media is pushing out there. Because sometimes people are clowns. Not like Clowney, the beast clown, right? Not, you know, in the laughable way. The dude's just a fucking athletic freak. I love him already. I mean, clowns like idiots, right? And boys and girls, I want to leave it off with this. Before we make it to the bar, to head to the North London Derby, which I'm going to be, hopefully, happy with, because it will, I'll tell you one thing. The North London Derby really does affect my mood for about a 24-hour period, almost, or even more, really. And so, we're going to have to see what the hell happens, because Jesus Christ, and there is no parking, because of course there isn't. Son of a bitch. Well, let's see if we can find parking space, boys and girls. But yeah, speaking of clowns, LeBron James Oh boy, LeBron James. Yeah, LeBron James. The reason why I'm bringing up LeBron James is LeBron James figures he is going to claim a trademark for Taco Tuesday. Okay? Let me repeat that one more time. LeBron James wants to put a fucking trademark or request a trademark for the phrase Taco Tuesday. You know, it's funny, when Donald Trump did the same kind of shit with, I don't know, you're fired, we called him an egomaniacal prick and a jackass. Why can't we do the same shit with LeBron James? I don't know. Just came off as a fucking idiot where you thought, really, you're gonna try to fucking trademark Taco Tuesday? You fuck. I'm one with the people. You're the biggest corporate slut I've ever seen, dude. Like, I know you're with the Lakers. I know you're probably gonna be first or second best player on the goddamn team, but hey, man, stop it. Stop with the stupidness, right? So, boys and girls, JADEVEON CLOWNEY is a Seattle Seahawk, and I am ready for the North London derby. Tottenham versus Arsenal at the Emirates today in an hour. Kickoff soon, so boys and girls, I'm going to go ahead and upload this. Hopefully, it does upload in due time. But go ahead and sign off. So follow me at the Sky Lounge and all the links in the description below. Like, comment, subscribe for more daily content.